Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to beautiful Scalise Field at Sage Park. Facing off tonight are the Manchester Redhawks against your Berlin Redcoats. My name is Thomas Morrissey Corsetti. I'm joined here by my co-host,
Cole Pike.
Cole, we excited for this game today?
I'm very excited. I mean, it's the first time we're back in 3 weeks. It's felt like a million years since we last commentated. I am ready to get back into the action. I'm excited.
We've all missed Redcoat football already. Now let's hear a little bit about the Manchester team. I think Manchester 4-1 on the season. They're good, but I don't know. Do they have the Redcoats?
Well, I mean, Manchester, they're ranked 38th in the state with a 4-1 record, an 80% win rate, 11 touchdowns, and a fun fact about their football team, their quarterback is the leading passer in all of Connecticut over many quarterbacks. So, I mean, I'm excited to see how he performs coming into Sage Park, coming off a tough loss last time in Sage Park.
It's pretty incredible.
We'll see, Tommy.
It's pretty incredible. Let's hear about your Berlin Redcoats. Berlin Redcoats 3-2 on the season, ranked 53rd in the state, win rate of 60%. However, they are scoring at a high clip. They have 18 touchdowns. We've got probably the healthiest team we've had since week 1 so far. I'm excited to see what they can put out on the field. I think they're going to come out. They're going to give a good showing tonight.
Yep. I mean, Puzio, I think he responded nice after that. After that Daniel Hand game, which was a disappointment in my opinion, but then he responded the next game wonderfully.
Absolutely. Now let's hear a little bit about our QBs.
So, Manchester's quarterback, Emmanuel Sample, has 1,400 yards again, the leading passer in all of Connecticut. 5 interceptions to 18 touchdowns. A great quarterback grade. However, you do have Cody Puzio on the Berlin side, Tommy.
Cody Puzio, 775 yards on the season. Only 1 interception. He's accurate. He's safe with the ball. 11 touchdowns. He's a junior with a 78.8 passer rating. However, he's only played in 3 games, which makes you think, are his stats really just limited by reps? Do you think if he had the same reps, he would be scoring a little higher, plus the bye week they had last
I feel like we're going to find that out today, Tommy.
Absolutely. Now let's look at some skill players tonight. Obviously, the star for Berlin, Kyle Melville.
Yeah.
Despite missing 2 games, he has 303 total yards on 35 touches and 4 touchdowns. He is dominating on the offensive end this year. He is dominating. Senior. He's a running back wide receiver combo. He's playing phenomenal. Absolutely. Why don't you tell us about Manchester star?
So Manchester star, Joe Mugovero. He has 650 total yards, 45 touches, 8 touchdowns, being a senior wide receiver for Manchester, and I think he's one of the big reasons why their quarterback is playing so good right now.
Absolutely. Every quarterback will flourish with a great wide receiver. You think Tom Brady has Randy Moss. Joe Montana has Jerry Rice.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers, Devontae Adams, Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown.
I wouldn't call Aaron Rodgers one of those all-time greats just yet, but anyway.
Hot take, but this is a high school football game today.
Absolutely. Why don't you tell us about the stat room?
So the stat room, CIC football. Today, I mean, just as of today, 18 touchdowns for the Berlin Redcoats, 1,386 yards, 2 interceptions. However, Manchester has outscored the Redcoats on touchdowns, 23 touchdowns, 1,787 yards, and 5 interceptions.
Now, let's think about it. With 1,787 yards, almost all of those are coming from their single quarterback. They're a pass-heavy team, whereas it seems the Redcoats have been running it a lot more. Do you think that is going to affect the game plan tonight?
I mean, I feel like in practice they've just worried about the pass game. They've studied a lot of film on the pass game. I'm pretty sure, and I don't think they're too worried about the runs. However, I feel like Manchester is trying to maybe, get a little bit of running in there just to confuse the Redcoats.
Absolutely, absolutely. Quick weather check for tonight. It is a perfect 60 degrees here in Berlin, Connecticut. We have a humidity of 36 degrees and 7-mile-an-hour winds. It is gorgeous out. Yeah. In my mind, these are about the best conditions you can have for a high school football game.
Especially in late October.
Absolutely. It's gorgeous. It's cool. I think the atmosphere is great. The Red Sea is starting to fill up. I think it's going to have a great night tonight. Let's go to our Pike pregame recap.
So, I mean, we haven't commentated in these last 3 games. In these last 3 games, I mean, they played a ton of good teams, but have won all of them. We started 1-2 and have won our last 2 games, which is a great turnaround for the Redcoats. I think one of the big reasons is the quarterback play improved. I think Kyle Melville coming back was also a huge part in that, considering he is the captain, he's the leader of the team, and he is the heart of the team, no doubt.
Absolutely. I think having Melville back, I think creating a stronger bond between all your departments within the groups, your O-line getting better together, your D-line, your receivers, everything getting better individually, but also the team as a whole bonding more, becoming closer, becoming almost like a family, I think is a huge part of why they're going to challenge these Red Hawks tonight.
Yes.
We'll be right back in a few. Well, we pay some solemn respects to a firefighter who lost his life this week.
Ladies and gentlemen, here are your Berlin Redcoats. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Scalise Field here at Sage Park in Berlin, Connecticut, home of your Berlin Redcoats. As a member of the Central Connecticut Conference, we adhere to all conference guidelines. We expect fans and participants at tonight's contest to display sportsmanship. This policy is in effect for any fan who berates players, coaches, or officials. Anyone who violates this policy will be asked to leave the premises immediately. We expect everyone to recognize this contest as an educational setting and to behave accordingly. Before we begin tonight's game, we ask you to join us in a moment of silence to honor the life of Wethersfield resident Robert Sharkovich, beloved father, grandfather, and husband, who passed away unexpectedly on Tuesday while bravely battling the fires here in Berlin. As a firefighter, Robert dedicated his life to serving others, and he made the ultimate sacrifice in the line of duty. We ask all in attendance to keep the Sharkovich family and the entire Wethersfield community in your thoughts during this difficult time. Thank you. And now please remain standing, remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. That was your Berlin High School choir, led by Tyler Boyle. Tonight's contest, the Redcoats play host to the Redhawks of Manchester. And here is their starting offense. Number 1, Eldon Sleeman. Number 2, Daryl Young. Number 3, Chad Augusto. Number 6, Emmanuel Santa. Number 7, Joseph Maguvero. Number 24, Ishan Menu. Number 59, Samuel Aserianti. Number 65, Kason Jones. Number 68, Corlido Colon. And number 53, Corey Shorty, your Manchester Redhawks. And now, starting defense for your Berlin Redcoats. Number 1, Logan Dasher. Number 2, Cyrus Ravenel. Number 3, Gabriel Rio. Number 4, Hayden Torrado.
Someone to get a sweatshirt.
Number 5, Carmen Rio. Number 9, Christian Riccitelli. Number 20, Kyle Melville. Number 34, Lucas Ravenel. Number 54, Sean Granger. Number 58, Will Balicki. And number 72, Nicholas Abrahami, your Berlin Redcoats.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are moments away from game time here at Scalise Field. I'm excited. You know, the playoff implications in this game are truly huge, and I think it's going to be a great one.
I'm excited too. I mean, I'm excited how they're going to, I'm pretty sure they know playoff implications are involved, so win and we have a shot to make it in. I mean, we cannot lose this game. This is a must win for the Redcoats.
Absolutely. You think about it, the Redcoats win, they proceed to 4-2, and Manchester goes down to 4-2. If at the end of the season they have a tied record, that could really, this game could be the breaker between the two of them. Moments away from kickoff, the Redcoats will be receiving first. I'm excited. This is going to be a great game tonight.
I'm excited too. We'll see what happens. I mean, you see the Redcoats are already ready to receive this ball.
Absolutely. And just for a quick moment, the entire broadcasting team here at BHS would like to pay our respects to the firefighter who was lost this week. Now, moments away from kickoff. Here we go.
Let's go. Stuff. One more, good luck. Come on, more. Yeah, we are right there.
And we are off. A short kick from Manchester that seems to roll out of bounds at the 29-yard line. Given the Redcoats great field position to start it off, can't really ask for much more, can you?
You cannot ask for much more. I mean, you're starting this drive near Manchester territory because this ball was right out of bounds.
You know, rolled out on that right side there. You got to imagine. You think the Redcoats are going to come out pass heavy? You got to imagine they do.
I mean, I think you do. You're starting out at about the 35-yard line. See what happens as they get ready.
Absolutely.
Puzio is the quarterback, even though we saw Riccitelli warming up.
Makes you think maybe they'll play a little dual quarterback action tonight, depending on what they need.
Gabriel lined up on your near sideline.
Puzio takes a snap, hands it off quickly, cuts up the middle, breaks the tackle, and he is forward for a 9-yard gain. Great run by Kyle Melville, as we mentioned earlier, going to be that offensive catalyst for the Redcoats.
Welcome back to Sage Park for Kyle Melville, his first game back at Sage Park, and he's already making a statement with a good run to start off this game.
Absolutely, and we know he has been missed. With Melville back, We're going to see what the Redcoats decide to plan it here. He plays a combo running back wide receiver. You can have him in the backfield. He runs great routes. You can put him in the slot. You can put him outside. He really is that kind of dynamic weapon that you need. Snap taken, handed off again, right to Melville, bounces to the left, cuts forward, breaks the tackle. He's running. And he is out of bounds at the 42. Great run by Melville, ripping off 2 huge runs to start this game for a Redcoat first down. That is impressive.
2 quick plays, 2 quick runs, 2 plays take you into Manchester territory. Now you're at the 45-yard line on 2 great runs.
Absolutely. You cannot, this is really almost as ideal as it can be. Redcoats lining up. Melville in the slot, opposed to in the backfield.
DeJesus.
Bad snap, handed off quickly to DeJesus, and he is wrapped up quickly after a 2 or 3 yard gain. So far, Melville 25 yards rushing so far, just off of those 2 big runs. He's just his ability to be shifty in the backfield and to break tackles really is a huge talent.
I agree. His versatility also. He's also at slot receiver right here, right next to Rio.
Fired, overthrown, and could have been bad for the Redcoats there, but I think Puzio's coming out with some early game jitters.
Yeah. I mean, he is coming out with some early game. I mean, he's going to get settled right back into it, though, Tommy. He's a really resilient quarterback from what we saw. And, I mean, he's able to run this ball, too, which is something that I think separates him from most quarterbacks that he faces off against.
Absolutely. The mobility on the ground, his ability to roll out of the pocket, evade defenders, and get that throw off is really what has made him such a good player for the Redcoats so far this year.
He got Melville back in the backfield.
Takes a snap, hands it off. Melville bounces to the right, and he is wrapped up instantaneously. Very little chance there for the Redcoats to make forward progress.
Little scuffle at the end there from this
Getting
Manchester
a little testy
defense.
here.
They know that they're coming in for playoff implications. They are 4-1. If they lose this game, tied record.
Absolutely. Manchester, without a doubt, looking to improve to 5-1. Going to try to put themselves in about as ideal positions as they can. 3rd down now. Redcoats taking the snap, dropping back. Puzio looking to pass, standing tall in the pocket, being chased from behind, and he is caught badly. And the ball comes out, but is recovered by Puzio.
He had all the time in the pocket, and he tried to roll right out of the pocket. Did not work, though. He got swallowed up, lost the ball, but did recover it.
Absolutely. Now the punt team coming out for your Redcoats. Oh, it looks like the Redcoats were on 4th down there. They went for it, and it looks like the Redhawks now get to bring out that offense. One of the best QBs in the state lining up. Let's see how your Redcoats defense can do.
Great passer.
Absolutely.
But you do have a running back in the backfield. You never know. But you do have 4 wide receivers. This is most likely a pass.
Without a doubt. Takes a snap, dropping back, clean pocket. He fires quick over the middle, and it is caught quickly near the 30-yard line. Great pass. You know, that pocket, it stayed clean. He had time to fire that ball off. I really think that is how you're going to be able to get past this Redcoats team, is exposing those weaknesses early, taking the passes that are given to you, not playing football where you're trying to make that home run play, taking the safe and happy options.
Yeah, I agree.
Redcoats. Pressure in the pocket, tipped up, and could have been intercepted. Oh, and a flag called.
You're going to see pass interference here on Gabe Rio.
Absolutely. Either pass interference or holding. And
ball was tipped, had a shot, shoved the man down. You cannot do that. That is a clear pass interference in my opinion.
Absolutely. Although a great athletic play to get that ball in the air.
One thing I noticed early from this quarterback, and they picked up the flag here, Tommy. So no flag as they decided to pick it up. But one thing I've noticed from this quarterback, Tommy, he will clap and he won't snap the ball. That's to try and get the Redcoats maybe offsides and try to fool them. Most quarterbacks, especially in college, they clap to snap that ball. He claps and he doesn't snap it.
Absolutely. And you think those are the kinds of things that really don't show up on a stat sheet. You know, despite the penalty being picked up, he's doing these things. He's getting in the head of the defense.
Wide receiver or running back coming in motion.
Dropping back, clean pocket, pressure in his face, rolling to his left, surrounded by defenders. He gets rid of it, and it is incomplete. A diving attempt made,
Flushed
but
out.
it is futile.
He looks really comfortable in that pocket, especially running outside, but this Redcoat defense has to get pressure on him.
You know, now looking at 3rd down here. 3rd and 10 after 2 pass attempts. You know, that last pass attempt to Caleb Ray Enswy, you know, it was really, I thought it was a well-placed ball. I thought he could have caught it. You know, he hit him in the hands, and
Diving catch on the sideline.
you gotta make those catches if you want to win a football game.
Especially if you want to win a football game. Nice see. Running back, motioning out to the right in the backfield. You got to imagine this is the pass here. You have to imagine that.
Absolutely. With as good of a passer as he is, Melville coming into press. Oh, and they got him.
Motion on the field.
Just as you were mentioning, they got him with the offsides.
You can't fall for anything, especially in that scenario. I mean, if you give him time in the pocket, it could be an incomplete pass. You don't have to get out there right away. Don't be greedy. Be calm, wait for the snap, and get pressure on the quarterback.
Playing what I like to call home run football, going for those big flashy plays will very rarely result in winning football. You know, being smart, waiting until you see that ball is off the ground is really what is going to lead to a win here. Takes a snap, dropping back, fires it out to his left, incomplete. Gabriel right there, could have made the interception, but Berlin
bring up
gets
4th
the
down
stop,
here.
brings it to 4th down. Got to imagine they're going to kick the field goal here.
I mean, I would imagine that, Tommy.
But you never know. You know, early game like this, deep into Redcoat territory, they might want to risk it. They might want to try and push
We don't
that
know
ball.
their kicker. We don't know the kind of leg that he has.
Absolutely.
So it looks like they are
they're
gonna
going
stay
for
out
it.
there.
Offense staying out there. Obviously a pass, running back coming out, takes a snap, he's dropping back, pressure up on the left side, stepping forward, fires it over the top, it is caught for a Red Hawk touchdown. Incredible play there on 4th down. He fires it over the middle on the run, hits his receiver in the air who is able to get into the end zone. Great play from the Red Hawks there, and for the Redcoats, you've got to be disappointed, but there's not much you can do
I would
there.
be disappointed. He high-pointed that football in a place where only his receiver could get it. Broke a tackle, hung on, got carried into the end zone. Touchdown.
Absolutely. I think those are the kinds of plays why you have to keep that pocket as a uniform collapse. You can't have pressure from one side forcing him to roll to the other. You have to be smart about how you're managing your defensive rush. And the kick is up, and it is good. Manchester Red Hawks take an early 7-0 lead over your Berlin Redcoats.
Melville, they have to utilize Melville.
Absolutely. They have to get the ball into his hands. He's such a great playmaker. They've got to let him move the ball. His ability to break tackles, it's incredible.
The Red Hawks definitely know who Melville is. He's been here for multiple years. This is his 3rd year playing varsity football, I believe.
It was 3rd year starting varsity, but he got reps as a freshman.
He did.
I remember as a freshman sitting in these stands and thinking, wow, that is a kid in my class out there playing on the varsity team.
He's a 3rd year starter. I mean, you have to imagine that they know that he was going to play, and you have to imagine that they know that we have to watch number 20. We have to watch number 20.
Absolutely. And the other thing with Melville is he really puts his entire self into this game. He wants to win. He puts his entire body on the line to get those extra few yards.
Looks like every rep like it's 100%.
And now the kick. Better than the last one, right at Melville.
Melville cutting up the middle of the field, getting a block. There goes Melville! Down the sideline, cuts back! Melville! Down the sideline!
He's still going!
Man! Brought down at the 25! What a run back!
Oh my goodness! 55-yard kick return for Melville. Brings them to the 25.
What a return from Kyle Melville.
That it really is phenomenal. He just
Down that sideline, broken tackle, cutting to the outside, down that sideline.
If he broke that last tackle, he might have been able to go all the way. That is exactly the spark of life you need for the Redcoats. You got to imagine they're coming out there feeling confident. They're feeling good.
No Melville in the game to Jesus in the game. Puzio empty backfield.
Oh,
Dasher in motion. Puzio going to keep it over the middle, and he is immediately swallowed up by a ton of Red Hawk defenders.
Well, you know, I think they were really trying to sell that jet sweep. They're trying to have him come across the front, drag the defense the other way, almost as an RPO, and let Puzio take it up where those defenders had left that gap, but it just really did not come to fruition.
I believe you all are in Jake Solner's range right now.
We are. Jake Solner, year-high kick of 38 yards. He's got a great leg. He's accurate. He's got the distance to make some of these big kicks.
Jesus staying in the backfield with Carmine Rail out on the left side. 3 receivers lined up on the right. Torado, Dasher, and Gabriel. Puzio takes a snap. Play action, fires over the middle. Pass is caught. Dasher cuts and is down at the 10. A big play for the Redcoats, putting themselves at the 10-yard line.
There we go. And you got to think Melville has not played the. Oh, there he goes. I was about to say Melville has not played these last 2 snaps, but he's returning to the field this one. You were thinking, ooh, has that injury flared up again? But he seems to be all right, ready to get out there and play that game he loves.
Looks like Melville will come in as receiver about in the slot. Next to him is Dasher. Next to Dasher is Carmine Rio and his brother Gabe Rio, lined up on the near sideline. Handed off to De Jesus, cuts in the middle, flag down, but a touchdown, Redcoats. There is a flag down, and it looks like they're going to wave it off.
Wow, they call off the touchdown run. Holding. Holding on the offense, moving back a couple yards there.
That is a setback for the Redcoats. I mean, you just got a touchdown from a powerful runner in De Jesus. You don't want that.
No, you just can't let it get to your heads. You got to keep playing. You got to let Melville's momentum carry you. That run, that kick return was phenomenal. You just got to get the ball, whether in the air, whether on the ground. You got to get the ball forward. You got to get those yards.
10-yard penalty. You're pushed from the 10 all the way back to the 20.
Absolutely. Now looking at a 1st and 15.
You see Melville's back in the backfield. Dasher's in the slot. 1st and 20 coming up. Puzio, pump. Fires to the end zone, off his hands, incomplete. Would have had a touchdown had he reeled that one in.
Rio diving for it would have been a phenomenal catch, but a great athletic move to get down there, you know.
Yeah.
I like the place, I like where the ball was, though. It was out of the way of the defender. It was a safe throw. It was pretty much as good of a spot as you can put it. Rio just wasn't able to get under it quick enough.
To me, it looked a little bit underthrown. Maybe you can throw that a little bit over his head, redirect your receiver to catch that ball diving into the end zone possibly.
Absolutely, but in a situation like that, you can't hate that throw. You can't hate that play. Now we're looking at a 2nd and 20 here.
Even if you don't get a touchdown, you can get a field goal. This is definitely Jake Solner's range.
Absolutely.
De Jesus back in the backfield. Puzio tries to dump off the screen. It was not set up for De Jesus. He had to just unload it immediately under pressure. And we will see 3rd and 20 coming up here for the Redcoats. And Cody Puzio has been under pressure a lot so far in this game.
Seemed like a little bit of a miscommunication there in your offensive front. It seemed like Puzio was not ready to get that football. Might have been a mistake from your center. You never know. But really now, 3rd and long, you really got to let it air it out or really allow yourself to create on the ground.
After a great kick return, I mean, you only pretty much gained about 5 yards from it because they started on the 25 all the way to the 20 after penalties.
They're back, and
you got to imagine that they're not happy about this. Here we go, De Jesus in the backfield. Melville back out to slot receiver. Puzio looking, stepping up, tries to tuck it and run, breaks a tackle, and is swallowed up immediately. Pressure again from this. I mean, this defensive line from the Redhawks has been playing just incredible.
They are tormenting those O-line. They're getting in there. They're putting pressure on. They're getting around the blocks. It's really impressive.
I'm pretty sure they know he's a junior, so they're trying, to try to get in his head maybe a little bit.
Absolutely. They're trying to put a little bit of pressure on him.
Solner up for the PAT.
Absolutely. Melville as your placeholder.
He's up for the field goal here. It's a really good kicker.
We're looking here. This would tie his record, a 38-yarder.
Snap good. Hold is up. The kick is up, and it is wide to the left.
Must have gotten to the side of that. Seemed like it had a little bit of side spin.
Good snap, good hold. Did not look like the best kick to me. It looked like it kind of wobbled sideways.
Do you think that might have been a result of the slight chill in the air? You know, you kick that ball and it's a little harder than you think it is. It hurts a bit, and that might throw off your process of kicking. You think that could have something to do with it?
I think it could, obviously. I mean, we'll see how this Redcoat defense responds. It was a great kick return, but they couldn't capitalize.
Absolutely, and those are the places where you really need to you have to capitalize on those. You have to create on offense. A big philosophy in winning football nowadays is offense via defense and offense via special teams. Your offense has to run through your other sections. They can't be separate. They have to be one entity, one football team. Let's see what the Redcoats defense can do here.
Drive will start at the 20, and you got to imagine they're going to go pass heavy on this drive. I mean, it worked.
Absolutely. Airing it out last time. They were tormenting those DBs.
Wide receiver in motion to the right. Hands it off. Getting a couple blocks, trying to push his way forward, and he will get a gain of about 5 yards there. And, I mean, they ran the ball for the first time in this game. Maybe could have caught the Redcoats off guard, but they were able to get him down before he could get any more yards. 5 yards, not bad.
Absolutely. The Redcoats with that solid defensive front. Now here's an interesting thing. The majority of the Redcoat starting defensive backs are also their starting receivers.
Yep.
You think that means that they're going to be getting more and more tired throughout this game? Do you think that is really a strategy they should be sticking with?
I mean, I feel like timeout Redhawks here, and to answer your question, Tommy, I feel like it could have an effect, but you do see guys like Travis Hunter, for example, playing for the Colorado Buffaloes. He plays almost every snap of the game. He does not look so tired. I feel like maybe just trying to probably get rid of that deep pass so they don't have to go sprint after it, but they can close out.
Absolutely. The Redcoats, they have that explosive speed, especially on those deep passes. They're great at contending there, but those passes, those short, quick ones over the middle are really what end up killing them most of the time.
Especially what Dan Hand was doing, Tommy.
Absolutely. 5:49 left in your first quarter. Excuse me, 6:39 left in the first quarter. Takes a snap, drops back, and it is incomplete. Good coverage there by Rio.
I mean, Carmine Rio is a tough physical corner. He is a very well corner at getting to the deep balls. They have to stay content and stay composed on those short passes.
Absolutely, Rio, not afraid to get a little physical with you.
Yeah.
Good DB. Now, I think the key to this Redcoats cornerback wide receiver strategy is they have to keep them rotating. They have to keep them all moving. They have to just keep moving players on and off the field. They have to trust their guys, and they have to let them make the plays.
Manuel Sample has been a great effect for the Redhawks in this game, but we'll see how these fast DBs, I mean, compose on these deep balls. I mean, you also have Melville. Sample dropping back, looking to throw, steps up, he's flushed out. He goes down, and they blow him dead. This Redcoat defense comes up with a huge sack.
Absolutely. Redcoats getting the pressure, and they're not letting him roll out. They're keeping him in the pocket.
Now we're looking at 4th down here.
Absolutely.
A great clutch sack from this Redcoat defense.
They went for it on 4th down last time. Let's see. Will they do it again deep in their own territory? I got to imagine they're going to punt it.
You got to punt it. You have to punt it here, Tommy.
But it seems like they're leaving Sample out there.
This has to be a punt, and it probably is a punt. I mean, what we saw, especially last game here at Sage Park, a fake punt.
Absolutely.
A fake punt from Dan Hand, which got him way into the territory of the Berlin Redcoats.
That really did spark that little comeback. Or not a comeback, that little just tearing through the Redcoats. Snap back. The punt, it's a good punt. Looks like it's going to land at about the 45-yard line, and it's going to take a Manchester roll down to the 40, where he will touch it. And now the Berlin Redcoats offense coming back out. Something interesting I noticed last time is that the Redcoats were double teaming Joe McGurvo, the Manchester Star receiver. They had Dasher playing in press and Melville right there with him.
Yeah.
You think they're really trying to take away that big offensive weapon there?
You got to take away the big offensive weapon. You have to take away the pass.
Absolutely. You think they're trying to force Manchester to throw to their other options.
I think you should.
Now Puzio in the pocket, takes a snap, rolling out, fires it quick to Dasher for a 2-yard gain as the Redcoats make it 2nd and 8. You can hear the Red Sea fired up, ready to go.
You see flags. You see a pink out today for this Red Sea today.
Absolutely. And although traditionally the Redcoats are, the Red Sea is pretty good at sticking on theme, I think the weather has gotten to them. I'm seeing a lot of winter coats over pink.
I'm seeing a lot of blue. I'm seeing some white. I'm seeing some gray. I'm seeing some black.
Seeing some interesting shirts. But anyway, Puzio in the pocket, lining up, takes a snap, hands it off, and he is met immediately. Melville is pushed back immediately. Seems like there's a little bit of hostility. Melville having some choice words there.
Flapping gums early in this game.
Choice words there for for senior Julian Ortiz, the defender there. But now looking 3rd and 8, you got to imagine they're either going to try and produce on the ground, or it looks like they're going to. Or do you think they're going to really air it out and try and put it in there?
I think with Puzio, you got to just maybe look for these short passes.
Absolutely.
He's under pressure.
Takes a snap, drops back, he fires it. Completion. Tirado up the field, out at the 44-yard line. Excuse me, the 36-yard line. Great reception. He got him on the move. Exactly what you needed there.
Where did they start?
Anyway, the Redcoats coming out, lining up on offense, 1st and 10, a fresh start into the Manchester territory.
Yeah.
Puzio getting ready in the backfield, Melville next to him. Takes the snap, hands it off. Melville bounces to the right and is met immediately. That Manchester defensive line seems ready to combat the run. I think the Redcoats really just got to air it out to have a chance in this game.
I think
the run is being combated so well.
I think they have to. It was Gabe Rio who scored the touchdown on the deep ball from Cody Puzio against Daniel Hand. I feel like if he gets back to that deep ball and he doesn't get too comfortable with it, we can, see a huge Redcoat big plays here, and they need it especially too.
Absolutely. Puzio in the pocket. Bad snap is scooped up by Melville instantaneously, and he just gets it back to the line of scrimmage. That's a phenomenal job by Melville, I have to say. He recognizes that the play they were planning to run is done for. There's your center messed up. It was a bad snap. He just scooped the ball up, and he just got as far forward as he could. It's impressive, really.
Still hear the Red Sea, even though it's 3rd down, 3rd and 11, that you still hear this Red Sea.
Absolutely, the Red Sea fired up. They want a Berlin win tonight. They want to really contend for that state championship.
Absolutely.
In the pocket to Jesus next to him. Takes a snap, drops back, pressure in his face, fires it downfield, and it is intercepted. Intercepted down at the 11-yard line. Great play.
That's not what you want right there. You could probably maybe take a couple steps out and throw it away to avoid intentional grounding, but you're chucking that right up in double coverage.
Yeah. But think about it, in this situation, that is effectively a punt. He got it downfield. You're likely in about the same situation where you would have been if you had just kicked the ball and they had returned it for a little bit,
I guess so, but it's not going to look good on the stat sheet.
As they say in Monty Python's The Life of Brian, always look on the bright side of life. And now the Redcoats defense ready to get out there. I am seeing Rio, Dasher, Tirado lined up. Now Manchester lining up in the pocket. Running back to his right. Again, that clap initially, then he takes a snap. Pressure up in his face. He gets it out wide open over the middle. And Rio is there. He makes a great tackle, but
wide open. Looked like nobody was covering him.
He's slow to get up.
He was just wide open in the middle of the field. You don't want him to be in the middle of the field. He has multiple options to go. When he catches that in the middle of the field, decided to go right. Gabriel was there for a great tackle.
He was able to climb that pocket, get it out to Darrell Young. real great pass there. It was accurate. It was right on the money, but it seems like Darrell Young will be coming off for this next play. Seems like he was a little slow to get up, might be a little shaken.
Yeah.
Oh, and it looks like on the sideline he's on the ground in pain. We are hoping that he is all right. Now it seems...
Don't want to see any injuries in any football game to any team, rival or not.
Absolutely. You know, we're all here because we love this sport, not because we're trying to beat up the other team.
Of course.
And now Manchester lining up.
But it is very competitive.
It is competitive.
2 receivers on their left side, 2 on the right.
Takes a snap, hands it off, cuts up the middle, and is met by a sea of Redcoats. You might call it a Red Sea, just like our student section. And he is swarmed at the line of scrimmage for a 2-yard gain. Great defensive front by the Redcoats there. They really just, they were able to get in the way. It was well done.
Yeah, I mean, just sending all your guys up the middle. I think they looked like they knew it was a run, too.
Absolutely. Now, lining up. Ready to take the snap. Takes a snap. Dropping back, fires to the sideline, and it is caught, but he is met immediately by 2 defenders.
Short of
Caden
the first
Tirado
down. He's short of the first down.
CJ Riccitelli, both there, ready to make that tackle.
Short of the first down. Now, this is probably going to be a pass with how they've been playing in past games. I don't believe that this is a run trying to catch the Redcoats off guard, especially after that last run. I feel like this is 100% a pass.
I don't know. You're looking at a 3rd and 3 here. That is in the territory where normally you're going to trust your O-line to make the correct block and for your running back to get that ball up the middle.
They are a pass-heavy team. Probably, some would probably say the most pass-heavy in the state.
Without a doubt.
Here's the clap trying to draw him off sides.
Oh, did he get him?
Could be false start. It's looking
false
like false
start.
start. That's going to push them back.
Well, now I definitely think they're going to throw it, but it's a great job by the Redcoats. They didn't jump. They stayed patient. They waited for the ball. And the QB's, his strategy on that clap, it really ended up biting him, getting back to him. It was a
I think they
great
realized that
strategy.
immediately.
Absolutely. I'm sure they got some choice words on the sideline from their coaches. Watch the clap. The clap is not the go. The go is when he snaps the ball. And Sample, despite it working earlier, now pays for it.
But could they change it up? Could the clap mean go later in this game? We'll find out.
I think it could. And now 3rd and 9. Sample
Gets a clap.
takes a snap. He's dropping back. Fires it quickly off to the sideline, looking for the yards after the catch. He's got blockers. He's cutting forward, but he does not have enough for the first down.
I mean, do you go for this, yes or no? You're in your own territory, but think about it. You're not that far off from a first down.
Absolutely. In your own territory, kind of stuck in no man's land for the coaches.
Looking like they're going to keep Sample out there so far.
Absolutely.
And it looks like
However,
the punt team is coming
Sample
on.
is their long snapper, so.
It looks like the punt team is coming on.
Oh, and it is the end of the quarter, ladies and gentlemen. End of the first quarter. We will be back with more Redcoats football. In the meantime, we will be having both your Redcoats men's and girls golf teams coming out to celebrate their last 2 seasons of success.
Yeah, I mean, boys just came off a state championship.
And the girls have won 3 state championships in a row. They're hoping to make it 4 this year.
It's my honor to celebrate a record.
And we will be back right after that.
Our Berlin High School Golf Program, boys and girls. Come on out here, guys. Over here, please, quick. Here we say, based on recent results, it's safe to say that Berlin Golf is the golf capital of Connecticut. Taking the field, Charles Enriquez, Aiden Duncan, Jonah Shackford, Josh Bodwin, Mason Durant, Brendan Myers. Accompanied by Bill Ferrero. This year's teams completed 14, won the state championship and CCC championship. The girls, Samantha Dodd, Charlie Carlson, Chloe Riley, Addison Cesniak, Caitlin Zagorski, Ella Michaud, Abby Andros, Grace Buckles, Alex Up, 3 years in a row, CIC state championship, 3 years in a row, CCC tournament championship. 51 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Accompanied by Jim Barnes, head coach, and Ed Kemling. One big round of applause for our girls and boys golf team.
Let's hear it for the Berlin High School.
Back celebrating the Berlin golf teams, you know.
I mean, you got to say that this women's golf team, 3 state titles, they're like the Alabama of, you know, women's golf in Connecticut.
Absolutely, just dominating the last couple of years. And now we get back to football, switching end zones. And now, do you think, after getting those few moments to talk, do you think they're going to punt it, or do you think they're going to go for it, you know?
I mean,
4th and short.
It's looking like that they are going to punt.
I really can't tell. I personally,
I think they might try to, you know, go for this because they're not that far off.
absolutely, and they've had a lot of success passing. They've been having success getting the ball down the field. I think they're going to let it fly, but now.
See Solner and some others hyping up these stands, just running by, trying to get this crowd up
And
because they know it's 4th down.
We're coming out here with a punt, but and
Flag is down, and it's looking like it's going to be on
false
Manchester.
start again on Manchester. So far, penalties have been killing Manchester.
Now it's a definite punt, not even thinking twice.
No, without a doubt. You just leave the team back. You've got, honestly, for some this would be a more ideal situation. You got a little more room to work with.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of punters have trouble with distance control. Every time they try and boot it as far as possible, but now looks like they're gonna get ready to punt it.
Yep. Punt coming away. It's a good punt. Looks like it will land at the 40 and take barely a roll. And this drive will start at about the 39-yard line. So decent field position for the Redcoats as Cody Puzio comes back out. After throwing an interception, he's 3 for 5 with an interception thus far in this game. Got to see how he responds from this.
Absolutely. You know, I really think Cody does have that mental toughness to just stick to his method. He knows what he has to do. He knows how he plays. He's just got to mentally stay tough, sling that ball.
He kept on slinging it versus Dan Hand. Even though he wasn't playing the best, he still had the confidence to try and get them down that field.
Absolutely. I think confidence, along with his athletic talents, is one of his best attributes.
In a play action here, Puzio running right, looking for a block, and he got one, and he shoved out of bounds for the first down at about the 49-yard line.
And
he might have been short, and he will be just short. Looked like he kept running on that far sideline.
If I saw that correctly, it looks like he did just give the Manchester head coach a little bit of a headbutt. So
maybe drawing words, maybe saying good run. You don't really know.
You never know. That momentum really carrying him.
Dasher on the slot with Carmine Rio lined up on your near sideline with Gabriel on the right side. Puzio hands it off to Melville. Cutting and slashing, and he's down, maybe just short.
And they give him the first down.
So that's good for the Redcoats right there, trying to get that first down. Keep moving these chains.
Absolutely, and that's what I'm talking about. Don't try and play that home run football. Just get what you need to get that next play and let things happen.
Absolutely, Tommy.
You know, and now going out, we've got
DeJesus back in the backfield.
You got Melville, Dasher, and Rio all on the same side.
Hands it off to Jesus, running right, looking for a block, and he's upended at about midfield.
Great defense there from Manchester. They got to him early. They just didn't let him plant his feet and turn that corner and just get going. They just
bringing up second down here for these Berlin Redcoats, a gain of about 1.
Absolutely.
Second and 9 coming up here for the Redcoats.
Similar formation to last time.
I think
Rio, Dasher, Melville on your left with the other Rio on the right.
It's the same formation except DeJesus is on. And a bad snap, and Puzio just has to unload it and dumps it off to DeJesus, who's going to get a gain of about nothing. Bad snap there.
I think I saw a flag might have flown, but I could be seeing things. Honestly, for Puzio, that's about as good as you can help. More center problems, however. similar to our previous game against Daniel Hand,
Yeah.
they just do not have that solidity at the center position that is really necessary.
I mean, Jared Riley is the center. He is used to CJ Riccatelli. He is a taller quarterback than Cody Puzio, so he's probably used to a little bit of height right behind him. So he's able to get that ball out right into his chest, but the chest for Cody Puzio.
And they did throw a flag
way
there.
lower.
They did throw a flag there, but it was picked up by the refs.
3rd down and 9 coming. Puzio looking to throw, rolling out to his right. He's in trouble. Puzio just gonna dump it, and it's just in the middle of the field to absolutely nobody.
Risky.
Cody Puzio
Trying
got
to throw it
shoved out of bounds.
back
and I mean,
across his body.
they're trying to get into his head early because they know that he can affect this game as much as anybody.
Absolutely. They tried to get into his head early, and that's a risky toss away. I really don't like that. He tried to get it back across the middle. In my mind, you just got to chuck it out of bounds there. Don't give any chance for any amount of a defensive play.
Yeah, I think it was kind of a dangerous pass right in the middle, like you said, Tommy. You just got to throw that one away. Even if it's intentional grounding, you're still punting this football.
Absolutely. And now ready to punt.
Cyrus Revenoff coming back for the punt. Revenoff with the punt all the way back to the 20 will be fielded, will be returned. And he breaks a tackle, slips out of it, running down the sideline, and he's tripped up inside the 40. So a good return for the Redhawks here. You got to see how this Redcoat defense responds.
Absolutely. That was close to being very, very dangerous. Manchester was one broken tackle away from putting themselves either deep into Redcoat territory or potentially even scoring a touchdown. But
yep, I agree. But that's a solid punt in my opinion. It's got to be better tackling from this special teams. He slipped out of it immediately, and now you have a Red Hawk drive coming up inside the 40.
If we remember against Daniel Hand, special teams were not great for Berlin. They were missing tackles. They weren't blocking well. It really is an underrated key to winning these games.
It is. Not many people think of special teams as a big part in football, but it can affect the game as much as offense and defense.
Absolutely. Looks like our cornerback package right now. We've got both of the Rios, Logan Dasher, Caden Tirado,
and the Red Sea
Melville
going crazy right now, stomping on the stands.
Ladies
Absolutely.
and gentlemen, that 50-50 raffle is up to $150 take home.
Now, seemed like they had a little trouble with equipment there, but ball placed in there, ready to snap.
Ball placed at about the 48-yard line near midfield. 1st down and 10 coming up here. The clap's not the signal. There it is, and hands it off, cuts it upfield, down the sideline, and he is still going, broke away, and is brought down inside the 45 into Redcoat territory.
Great way to extend the play.
You gotta
right
imagine
there.
that they are trying, you know, to get in the heads of this Redcoat team and trying to run the ball as much as they throw it.
It's a really great way. He's just able to extend that play, to keep fighting, to just, you know, let himself get hit, but keep moving forward, grab that extra 2, 3, 4 yards. Looking at 2nd and 1 here.
Take home is 150 at this point.
Hands it off again, and he is swallowed up. Still going, still pushing, and he's near that 1st down.
Very close. I don't know if he has it. He got hit early, but a couple of his teammates started trying to shove him over that line.
And they're going to say that he is...
Ooh, they give it to him.
They do give it to him.
Wow.
I didn't know if he got there. It was really close.
I really wasn't sure. I didn't think he had it. I thought the Redcoats got that defensive front up quick enough, but seems that they did not.
So you see here, this Redcoat D-line has to get pressure on this quarterback. He is solid moving inside the pocket, but if you get pressure on him, you could possibly affect this game much more than anticipated from this Red Hawk team.
You know what I really want to see Manchester do here? I want them to be aggressive. Take that deep shot. Attack these corners who have got to be getting tired.
Dump it off and dropped. Close out there from Kyle Melville, putting pressure on him, and maybe he got a little bit scared. Dropped that football, bringing up 2nd down here for this Red Hawks.
Absolutely. As I was saying, I want that deep shot. I think airing the ball out here will really just try and stretch that defense. Let them know that he has the arm to get that ball down the field. Really let him fear that deep shot. I think that could be a huge, huge key to this.
I agree. Two receivers lined up to the right. Wide receiver coming in motion to the slot on the left side. 4 receivers in the game with their running back right in the backfield. Sample drops back to pass. Sample, he's looking deep and overthrown.
Absolutely.
And close out there from Carmine Rio as this Berlin defense forces 3rd down.
Risky throw there, right into traffic. I almost felt like he was trying to force something there. It didn't really seem like a throw that he had, and he was just trying to.
Like you said, you wanted that deep ball, and you got it. Way overthrown.
Absolutely. But
Sample looked like he was comfortable in the pocket, had a lot of time to not deliver the best pass, as now they're in 3rd down. This is 100% a pass.
absolutely. I think really if you're able to get one of your better receivers in just simple one-on-one, you really got to trust him to make that
Vera on
catch.
the near sideline, covered by Logan Dasher. Rolls out to his right.
Pressure.
Flag is thrown, and he goes down. 2 Redcoat defenders immediately on him for the sack.
Incredible defensive play there, but the flag flies. I think it is going to be encroachment or neutral area or neutral zone infraction on the defense. I saw one of their receivers realize he was a little bit over the line of scrimmage. He tried to jump back. I just don't know if he did it in time.
Giving him the
Penalty
sack,
is
and we
declined.
will see
Fourth
4th
and
down.
long.
This is 100% a punt. This Redcoat team getting back out here. Cody Puzio needs to be a difference maker in this game.
Penalty ends up being called illegal shift on the offense. You've got to think the Redcoats have to be happy with their defense so far. They have, despite that initial drive, they have held them. They have been playing aggressive, hard, fundamental defense. Now he takes a snap, punt, end over end. No one even near it. Takes a pretty. Oh, and we
Flag
got a
is
flag
thrown.
here. Dasher getting a little excited
Dasher
there.
getting a little happy,
And I
and
think the
this is
Redcoats-
on Manchester.
I think the Redcoats are going to like this. Seemed like we might have gotten a little bit of a shove in the back from Manchester. I'm sure he's going to have a great time talking to his coach next practice, but the Redcoats are likely.
They're definitely going to be happy about this. I mean,
Let's
this
see.
is
All referees conversing here, trying to see who really started that little bit of a scuffle we had. Now, as we have multiple flags lying in the field. 8:05 left in the quarter.
with these 8 minutes and 5 seconds, you have to score a touchdown. This is necessary if you want to win this game, but this defense has been playing solid in this game.
Absolutely, but as good as your defensive playing, your offense has not been executing well enough for you to get into a two-possession game. You have to keep this one possession. You have to keep this game one possession. Okay, while the refs are talking, I'm sure the Redcoats are hearing about how they have to score before the half.
Yeah.
Manchester gets the ball after the half, and you cannot allow them to double up on points like that. You really got to get the ball into your end zone here.
You
with
have
all
to.
costs.
You have to convert on this drive. This drive is one of the best. This is one of the biggest drives to set momentum, especially we're coming towards a point where you need to score a touchdown.
Penalty ends up being illegal use of hands against Manchester.
It's against
Oh,
Redcoats.
seems like it's going to be against the Redcoats. And the Redcoats, the crowd, we're hearing some exciting language from the crowd here, and it seems like we are going to be moving back
They are
quite
angry
a
about
little
this
bit.
play.
You know what? I would be.
Yeah.
From our point of view, it looked like we just saw Dasher get shoved in the back.
Yeah,
I understand their frustration.
I think he did get shoved in the back, me personally, Tommy. I mean, he looked so happy about that penalty, and it came back to bite him.
Absolutely. And, you know, he might have been getting a little up and close with one of the Manchester kicking team members, but, you know, it's a physical game. You're not going to have no bumps throughout the game.
I agree.
Now, Berlin looking at a... Oh, and the ball is coming back again. It might have been offsetting penalties.
Penalties offset. I mean, that's huge for the Redcoats.
Wow.
So they're going to get this ball pretty much where it landed.
Absolutely, and we're back to a 1st and 10 for the Redcoats. 8:05 left to go. And the Redcoats really looking for a successful offensive drive. If you're looking, I am seeing a lot. Seems like they are not playing press on Carmine Rio
They're not.
right now, and I think that could be a huge thing. He's quick, he's speedy, he's
got
crafty.
a lot of speed.
He's explosive. He could really create for you here.
Who's rolling out? He's got time.
He fires. He hits Melville over the middle at the 49-yard line. Great job by Puzio, extending the play, getting the ball out, looking through his options, making the right pass, hitting his guy accurately. Phenomenal job by Puzio. They're going to place it at the 50. Great throw. Now the Redcoats, after that, they've got Manchester on their heels. I've got to imagine they're going to air it out again. Let the ball fly. Let your receivers do their job. Puzio takes a snap, hands it off immediately to DeJesus, who just runs a man over.
They look like they're running a two-back scenario.
Absolutely.
With Cody Puzio handing it off to Melville and DeJesus.
It's a great 1-2 punch. Melville, so dynamic out of that backfield, but you put him out in the slot, you put him on the edge, and he is able to make some incredible catches we saw just last play. Him extending that, with Cozy extending with his legs, he was able to pull it in.
Like we just said about the two-back situation, now you have Melville in the backfield with DeJesus now lined up in front of Puzio.
Almost as a fullback. And a high snap, hands it right off to Melville, who is hit immediately, but he fights forward. Close. I don't know if they're going to give him that first down. Maybe not as close as it initially seemed, looking at it. 4 yards to go. 3rd and 4. Now Puzio in the pocket ready. He takes a snap. He hands it off. They run it up the middle, and that is going to be close. I think he had enough. The refs call this
first down.
Berlin first down. The Redcoats, they get through, and that's exactly what you need to do. Just keep that momentum in your favor. Now in this situation, I like the idea of trying to push that ball a little more aggressively.
I mean, I agree. I think you have to come out aggressive here because you need a touchdown. If you don't even get a touchdown, you need to put points up on the board. You're scoreless right now. Manchester was 7.
Without a doubt, let Cody's arm work. He takes a snap, dropping back, pressure in his face. He fires down the sideline at Rio, and it is overthrown just slightly. Looked like Rio got a little held up there on the sideline. Overall, not a bad spot. Just did not seem like Rio was anticipating it and able to get under it in time. But
I mean, Carmine Rio, he is a speedy receiver there. I mean, Cody Puzio, it didn't look like the best ball to me. It looked like it was perfectly placed in bounds, but it did not look like the best ball. Not a perfect spiral. It looked a little bit wobbly.
But that's what you're expecting when you've got, 3 defensive linemen right up in your face putting pressure on you.
I think he just had to unload it.
And now motion from Melville, takes a snap, play action. He's rolling to his right. He's got time. He fires it, and incomplete. He tried to find Torado there. The crowd calling for a flag, but it does not seem like we will be getting one.
This will bring up 2nd down here for the Berlin Redcoats.
Absolutely.
I mean, Puzio didn't look like he placed that ball great. I mean, looked like he maybe even wanted to try and draw a flag there, maybe get them in better field position than they are at right now.
You got to think, is Puzio getting a little rocked? His offensive line is not holding up super great, and you think maybe the pressure that he's getting in his face.
That is a big problem, but he is a speedy quarterback. He's got empty backfield right now. This is 100% a pass. 5 receivers lined up.
And you will notice that they no longer have Jared Riley at center. They have moved on from him supposedly to start the center. Just too many bad snaps, you think? But
yeah, I mean,
Puzio
he
takes
just
the
had.
ball.
I mean, he just had a 5-yard rush. I don't know why you're running that on 3rd and 10. Maybe go for it.
Well, at this point, you got to imagine 4-down territory. Limited time left. Your defense has been playing good. You trust them to make the stops.
They have been playing amazing, and I feel like they just have the confidence to come out. You're on 4th and 5.
Absolutely. 4th and 6. Puzio takes a snap, dropping back, pressure in his face, rolling out to his left, and he is going to take it. And he gets hit hard, and coach down, and there.
CMT got it, and they're going to give it to him.
As a Berlin first down. Puzio, phenomenal job. He's extending that play with his legs. He takes the big hit. runs right into his coach, but he gets that first down. You got to imagine that they're happy over on that Berlin sideline right now.
He pushed it, he trucked, he kept on fighting, trying to get them the points that they want and that they need.
Absolutely. Puzio takes a snap, play action. He's running it himself. He's running down the sideline. Puzio in for a Redcoat touchdown! A 20-yard run. Puzio uses his legs on the RPO, and he is able to score. The Redcoats bring the game just a PAT away from being tied with 4.5 minutes left in the first half. Phenomenal job. I'm seeing pink smoke from the Red Sea on their pink out night. They're ready, they're hyped, they're excited, they're into this game. And now Solner out there to take the kick. Confetti flying across the stands.
4:28 left.
Kick is up, and Solner did not miss this time. Right down the pipe, and you have got the Redcoats have gotten us to a tied game. Makes you think if he had hit that field goal earlier, they would be in the lead right now. I mean, those things that really can come back to bite you. But
I see a little bit of debris of pink in the air right now.
Absolutely, the Red Sea throwing all sorts of things into the air. They're having a good time. They're excited.
Playoff implications, second game back from a 3-week, break. Huge game.
Absolutely. I'm seeing some of the Red Sea's confetti fluttering like birds in the wind above the crowd. And now the Redcoat kickoff team ready to go.
That was a 29-yard rushing touchdown from Cody Puzio.
Absolutely. It's a great run. He extended that play with his legs.
From that play, he went from 10 yards rushing to 39.
He just took what was given to him. And now
Solner lined up for the kick.
Solner, low kick. Oh, and it bounces over his head. Did the Redcoats get it?
Remember, that's an onside kick. Like, they're able to recover that. If they recover that, I don't think he knew.
We're going to come to a replay of that touchdown by Cody Puzio.
So Cody Puzio, you see here, drive starts at about the 29-yard line. De Jesus is in the backfield here with 4 receivers lined up, and you got to imagine that he looked to run this ball no matter what. Play action, wanted to run it, cuts it upfield, got great blocking, and ran down the sideline. He's going to beat him out every single time. Touchdown.
Absolutely. And on that kick, I think the returner muffed it. I think it hit his top finger, and he didn't realize until he had to fall on the ball.
I think he did. I mean, I don't think he knew that that's considered an onside kick.
Absolutely. And now Manchester deep in Berlin territory.
There's the clap. They fell for it. Almost, it looked.
Get him. Oh! And the Redcoats on the first play of the drive get a safety. That's a Redcoat lead, up 9-7, and the ball is going in their direction. Phenomenal defensive play. They bring the blitz, they bring the pressure, and now the Redcoats in firm control of the game.
What a safety
job.
Will Balicki, I believe, got the safety, putting pressure right on the quarterback. Why are you throwing it there?
Absolutely, and if I'm correct, he's a freshman, right? A freshman.
He is the brother of the freshman.
He's the brother of the freshman, excuse me, but still.
He is a junior, got pressure right immediately to him. But you got to think, why are you throwing that ball?
Well, I got to imagine that Berlin defensive front has been playing so good. They've been stuffing them up the middle. I got to imagine that there was some amount of fear there. You're thinking you can get a quick slant off, just get yourself 5 or 6 yards of separation, but clearly that did not work in their favor.
That hypes up the Red Sea a ton. Now you have the lead. You went from 7 down to 9-7 in 2 plays.
Absolutely. In a mere matter of, in less than a minute and a half game time, the Redcoats are right back at it. Now the seams is out. Manchester coming out a little dejected after the safety. I got to imagine big return here could be huge for the Redcoats.
I think they're trying to stay away from Melville after that 55-yard kick return. I think you just want to go to Carmine Rio. However, Carmine Rio is fast.
Absolutely. You've got a double-edged sword there down for the kick returning team.
I mean, huge play. That hyped up this crowd a ton. Kind of hyped me up, Tom.
Absolutely. The pop of noise you heard from the Red Sea. A high kick here.
And that's out of bounds.
Wow.
That's going to be...
Goes out around the 48 with the flag of it going out of bounds. Redcoats seem in firm possession of this game. They had a great offensive drive, a great safety, and now the kicker just shanked it out of bounds. Seems like they are ready to go. And now the Redcoats coming up. Are we thinking, you got to imagine they're going to try and push it. They're going to try and be aggressive here. You have the lead. If you can get to a 2-possession lead before halftime, you
huge, Tommy.
Could be huge.
I mean, I feel like they're hyped up, but you can't let that get to your head. You still got a lot of football left to play. I mean, I've seen some crazy comebacks. I've seen some crazy responses.
Puzio takes a snap, hands it off. Melville up the middle for a 4 or 5 yard gain. I think the Redcoats here just have to play smart, safe, fundamentally sound football.
Yeah.
And they will really succeed in this game. And honestly, I think the Redcoat highlight of this game so far has been their defense.
It has been their defense. They've been playing amazing, especially up against the top passer in the state of Connecticut.
They haven't. They've been limiting the passes. They've been forcing them to run it, and that defensive front is so solid. It's like a brick wall up there. Fun fact, the Redcoats were not named for the British, but for the Redcoats of the Brickmakers. And now Puzio lining up in the pocket, ready to take the snap.
A mistake that many people probably made.
Takes a snap, play action. He passes. Caden Tirado with it, cuts to the left, and he is taken down near the 30. But that is enough for a Redcoat first down.
Made a man miss there.
Redcoat first down. I'd like to remind anyone who comes to any of our BHS football games that our concession stand supports the senior class. I'm getting some great smells from over there right now.
I mean, I'm selling burgers, hot dogs, anything.
Oh, I'm
Tom.
sure I'm going to run over there during halftime. And maybe this game I'll make it back.
Give me a water, Tom.
Takes a snap, hands it off. Melville dives right into someone's gut for a few yards of gain there. He went right at him. He did not even contest. Looking at a 2nd and 8 here. He just was aggressive, went right after him. Really well done.
So we're going to be talking about Cody Puzio right now. He is 5 for 10, 50% completion percentage, but he has 40 yards and 39 yards rushing, including a rushing touchdown.
Absolutely. His legs and his ability to extend plays have really been his highlight here. Puzio takes a snap, dropping back, quickly passes to Tirado, who's going to dive forward.
Might have gotten it, maybe a yard short.
Looks like he's going to be about a yard short, looking at a 3rd and 1. Did not seem like he had enough for that first down. Now the Redcoats looking to take advantage. They're driving. We're about to get to, we're at almost 2 minutes left in the half. Puzio takes a snap, hands it off. Melville is swarmed instantly.
And it's still
and he's still going. He breaks through that initial wave. The Redcoats get the first down. I thought they got him.
10.
They're inside the 10. Phenomenal run. He takes advantage. Now they're going quick. Puzio takes a snap, hands it off to Melville again. Oh, and he is obliterated in the backfield. Manchester absolutely ready for him. Right there, number 77, the senior Curtis Edwards. He was ready. He hit Melville with his entire force, knocked him over.
We're under 2 minutes to go here, closing up on the half with the Berlin Redcoats having the lead 9-7. We are at a defensive solid game, but the Redcoats are pushing. Even if they get 3 points here, you still are. This defense stops you and maybe even forces a field goal. You still have the lead.
High snap to Puzio. He's dancing around in the pocket, and he is taken down. Too rough offensive plays there from the Redcoats. Melville gets stuffed, and then Puzio, a high snap, has to dance around and try and keep the ball. 3rd and 12 here. Solner warming up on the sideline, getting ready to kick if needed.
Under a minute to go here.
With this close of a yardage, you got to imagine they're just going to shoot for the end zone. You know?
I mean, I feel like you have to here. 3rd and
There's
12.
such
This
a
is definitely
small
a pass.
difference between
Shot to the end zone.
Absolutely, but you have to keep the ball in your hands. This little time, you cannot allow them to run a quick 30-second drill. Puzio takes a snap under pressure, rolling back. He can't take a sack. Passes to Tirado, and he is down.
It looked to be caught. A low throw, and I feel like they want this field goal.
Absolutely. They're gonna call a timeout.
Wind the clock down to 1 second. Call a timeout.
Without a doubt. Maybe not 1 second. Maybe we'll give them 3 or 4 just to be safe.
1 second.
And they call the timeout with 3 or 4 seconds left.
2 seconds. There you go.
You know, if we average the 2, we were both right.
Yeah.
If you want to think about it that way.
Yeah. I mean,
but
football, not math, Tom.
Without a doubt. I can tell you, I prefer doing this a whole lot more than sitting in my statistics class.
I mean, I prefer this more than sitting in my AP Gov class, Tommy.
Without a doubt. Now, 2 seconds left on the clock. Solner lining up the kick to make it a 12-7 lead for the Redcoats.
Solner is 0 for 1, but he's inside pretty easy range for him. This is near a PAT.
Absolutely. This should just be a chip shot for him. Looks like it's going to be a total of a 27-yard kick.
This is from the left hash, though, which, I mean, watching college football, watching high school football, hashes make it difficult to kick field goals because you have to put it in an area that's more than you think.
Especially with how he pulled it right last time. Now snap, hold, the kick is up, and it is right down the middle. A picturesque kick for the Redcoats to end out your first half. The Redcoats leading 12-7, and we are now going to go to halftime. You are going to see both your playing Redcoat band and the McGee Spartan band out there at the halftime show performing for you.
McGee Spartan, huh?
Absolutely. We will be right back after the half.
I welcome you to our 2024 Berlin High School Homecoming Halftime Festivities. It is now time to present to you this year's Homecoming Court. Our freshman class Homecoming Court is represented by Lauren Heckler and Tyler Cefaglione. Lauren is a member of the Berlin High School cheerleading team and has been cheering for the past 5 years. Tyler is a member of our Berlin High School marching band. He is involved in drama club and upbeat. He is an avid bowler and participates in competitive league. He is an advocate for individuals with hearing impairments. Congratulations. Our sophomore class homecoming court is represented by Julia Blair and Jack Long. Julia is a member of our Interact Club and an athlete on our Unified team. She has participated in Unified Theater, in the play A Night at the Theater, and Dance Party. She loves ham and ice cream, and her favorite flavor is chocolate. She is a part of our Animal Rescue Club and would love to work with animals in her future. Jack is an outside linebacker for our Berlin High School football team and the LSM for the varsity lacrosse team. He is part of the Griswold House and Upbeat. He volunteers on our RISE program and enjoys fishing during his free time. Our junior class homecoming court is represented by Grace Foster and Spencer Toussaint. Grace is the social chair of the junior class. She is the founder of the Letters of Love Club, and she enjoys running, dancing, and spending time with friends. Spencer is the president of the class of 2026. He is on the Berlin High School golf and tennis team. He enjoys listening to music and going to the gym. We will now present our 2024 senior homecoming king and queen. Congratulations to our homecoming king, Zach Ulan. Zach is Public Relations Manager for the Foodies Club and is part of the TV Production Club and writes for the Redcoat Review. He plans to attend Bentley University in the fall, majoring in business marketing. Congratulations to our homecoming queen, Sammy Harton. Sammy has been on the varsity cheerleading team for the past 4 years, serving as captain for her last 2. She is also an athlete on the tennis team. She is part of student government and coaches for the youth cheerleading program. She's planning on attending Johnson & Wales University in the fall, majoring in nutrition and culinary arts. Congratulations to all our king, queen, and court. Thank you so much to the entire court and to all the fans here tonight. We would now like to introduce our Berlin High School Marching Band.
How is place?
Please welcome onto the field the Berlin High School Redcoat Marching Band, led by drum majors Nate Giacomone and Kayla Constantine. This evening, they are joined by the 8th grade band members from McGee Middle School, who will perform a joint selection from Mamma Mia. Marching Band. And now, the Redcoat Marching Band will be performing their 2024 show, Mission to Mars, which features classical, movie, and pop tunes all in one show. The 4 selections are Mission to Mars, Red Planet Mashup, based on Mars by Gustav Holst, 24-Karat Magic by Bruno Mars, Inner Light from Star Trek, and Forget You, written by Bruno Mars. Ladies and gentlemen, your Berlin High School Redcoat Marching Band! Let's hear it once again for your Berlin High School Redcoat Marching Band. Next up, last but not least, let's hear it for your Berlin High School Redcoat Cheerleading Squad.
Connected up through your butt and through your back. Gotta work on this. I remember you had issues with your back, right? Kind of starting again?
I got hit.
You alright?
Lingering, you know.
Hey, you need anything to do? Girls. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you bought a 50-50 raffle ticket, please take out your tickets now. The total take-home is $282. It is a red ticket, and the number is 1, 2, 5, 2, 0, 8. That's 1, 2, 5, 2, 0, 8. Please come up to the booth. Raffle ticket. It's a red ticket. 1, 2, 5,
fell off. Boy, don't play with me, you know I. Boy, don't play with me, you know I'm proud.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We are moments away from our second half kickoff here at beautiful Scalise Field. It has cooled down quite a bit, you know. It is chilly, it is cold, but these football players are determined and ready to go. Cole, I want to ask you straight up, who do you think's winning this game?
I mean, it's still a shootout, obviously, 12-7. Manchester does, in fact, get the ball at this half. But this Redcoats defense has been playing unbelievable thus far, shocking pretty much a lot of people, especially on the Manchester side of things, shutting down the pass. The run is obviously there. They're trying to mix it in with the pass game, but the Redcoats have done a great job adjusting to it. I feel like Redcoats, if they play how they played in that first half, can win this game.
I don't know. I think Manchester, they're good. I think they're going to settle in. I think they're going to make the right adjustments. I think they're really going to make this a tough way for the Redcoats to win.
I would have to disagree with you there.
Well, I guess we can
see
who's right after the game.
We have 24 minutes of football ready to go.
Absolutely. And now Solner lining up to 4 at the kickoff.
Special teams has been a big factor in these games so far at Sage Park for the Redcoats, and Solner kicks it off. It's a good kick, landing inside the 5. This one will bounce into the end zone.
Out the back.
And will roll right out of the back of the end zone, and a great kick from Jake Solner.
He got behind that. He put a whole ton of power in that. That thing flew.
No risk, Tommy, just no risk of letting that ball even get slightly returned.
Someone even say he was angry at that ball. I would agree. He seemed to really just try and boot that thing as far as possible, and it worked, you know. That was inches away from being a muffed kick out the back of the end zone.
I'm going to reference a movie for you, Tommy, The Waterboy. Maybe,
The Waterboy?
Maybe he envisioned something on that ball.
Maybe. You never know. But now we are ready for the Redcoats.
We hear some crowd go. Redcoats ready, hyped up after that kick in this Manchester team. It's Sample as the quarterback. There's the clap, not going to be the snap. And we'll take the snap, fire to the right side, passes Caudhill, get into the middle, shove off a man, still going, and he's got the first down for Manchester.
Absolutely. The Red Sea at high tide right now. They are roaring. They're ready to go.
I mean, we saw confetti, we saw pink smoke, we saw a lot of stuff flying out of that Red Sea after that touchdown.
We see
that
flags, we hear
really
stomps. It's really, they're excited. They want this game. They want it bad.
They really want this game.
A home win would be huge for them.
Especially playoff implications implied in this game.
Absolutely.
Lugovero on the left side near sideline. Slot receiver with the running back on the left to Sample. There's the clap. And we'll hand it off, and he is swallowed up immediately.
Great defensive play by Sean Granger. Phenomenal
right
tackle.
in there. Great tackle, reading that perfectly, almost like he knew he was going to run that ball.
Absolutely, and he did not let go. He held on. He was there. He took him down, and now we've got a 2nd and long.
Ready to see what they pull here. 2nd and 15 coming up here for the Red Hawks. I mean, you got to imagine, if they get a stop here, this is huge.
Absolutely.
They get a stop here, force them on 3rd down, stop them there. That is huge.
A turnover here would be huge, deep in their territory.
Would be unbelievable.
A little shuffling on the defensive line.
Sean Granger on the right side of the defensive line. Sample dropping back to pass. He's pressured by Granger again, and the ball falls incomplete. Looked like Dasher could have intercepted it, but it fell a yard short as they force a 3rd and 15.
Great blitz right up the middle there, ready to go. That could have been intercepted very easily. A really risky throw there. And
Now-
it seems like Sample is not on his game at all.
He's under
nervous.
pressure. You gotta, I mean, they have amazing deep ball, but what they don't know is that Melville, Gabriel, Torado, Dasher, all fast defensive backs.
Absolutely. Now looking like a little miscommunication.
Dasher's pressing Muko Vero on that near sideline, left side for the Redhawks as Sample. There's the clap, not the snap. And Sample steps up looking to run. He breaks a couple of tackles and tries to push his way, and he goes down. This Redcoat defense has been playing unbelievable so far, Tom.
That defensive front, they've been putting enough pressure on the quarterback to make those plays difficult. They have not been able to produce offensively, and it has showed a phenomenal, phenomenal job.
They are favored in this game, I believe so, Tommy. And I mean,
punt unit out.
It's not seeing like it. They are not playing like the better team thus far in this game.
Same double-edged sword out there, Melville Rio.
Here comes the punt. It's a good punt and will fall at about the 40-yard line. Take a bounce back to the 43-yard line. And so this drive will start at about the 43-yard line for the Redcoats. And I got to imagine the momentum that you have right now. I mean, if you can score a touchdown here, you're in range to already be pulling away from this game.
Fair field position here. Not the best, but without a doubt, more than manageable. Let's see, is Puzio going to be able to push that ball downfield, really produce here?
I feel like he can, Tommy. I mean, Puzio has been playing so well right now. I mean,
absolutely.
And his receivers have caught a lot of the balls that he's passed. Puzio, his running ability is his main focus on this game. Melville in the backfield with Torado motioning out to the slot receiver with Gabriel on the right side. Gonna hand it off. Melville looking for a couple blocks and will run in between a couple of Red Hawk defenders down inside the 45. Probably gonna be marked at about the 48-yard line.
I doubt. Great run. You know, it's just the fundamental football you really got to look for. He just gets himself up the middle. Now,
so 2nd and 6 coming up, a 4-yard gain for Kyle Melville, putting him at 50 yards rushing thus far in this game.
I got to imagine they're just going to feed him more. And I think if you really ignore that one interception by Puzio, he's played phenomenally this entire game.
He has played amazing. I mean, 34 yards rushing, 49 yards passing, and the handoff here to DeJesus, running through arm tackles and is brought down, and he will be probably brought down into Red Hawk territory at about the 48-yard line.
Great run. They're looking at a 3rd and short here. Should be about a 3rd and 3. Makes you think, I got to think the Redcoats, they're just going to feed it up the middle. They're going to keep handing it off.
I feel like you should here, especially Kyle Melville. I feel like he's got to be the guy in the backfield, but they're not going to go with Melville. They're going to go with DeJesus.
Absolutely. High snap.
Hands it off to DeJesus. He's going to have enough for a first down. Still going. DeJesus.
Come on.
Goodbye. Touchdown, Redcoats. Hayden DeJesus. A huge run for the Redcoats. 49 yards.
The sound of the very much so band cowbells ringing throughout the stage, throughout the stands. More confetti flying through the air. Items are being tossed back and forth throughout the Red Sea as they are so...
Confetti again, Tommy. What a run by DeJesus, breaking through arm tackles, being able to run right through.
And he just really just pushed forward. Now Solner here, lining up for the PAT.
Hyped up on the sideline. Solner ready to take this PAT. Snap good, hold us down. The kick is up, and it's right through the uprights. Little scuffle at the end there between Nick Balicki and some Red Hawk players, but what Nick Balicki can say is scoreboard.
Absolutely. Redcoats now 2-possession lead. Firm control this game. You got to imagine their defense is going to come out there. They're going to be hungry for more. If they can keep tormenting down in the pocket, it's going to become a very, very long night.
That puts DeJesus from 15 yards rushing to 64 yards.
It's incredible. A huge, huge run.
Don't forget the Berlin Lions are honoring our veterans by selling luminaries tonight.
And the Reds got a quick Redcoat replay coming up here.
At Veterans Park, all proceeds
It's a high snap, but he gets the ball down. He hands it off to Jesus, trucks one guy, and just lets the rest fall away. He's got pressure on his back, but he knows it. He keeps pushing forward, and he gets himself into that end zone.
If anybody watching, if you, Tommy, especially know who Isaiah Pacheco is,
Oh, absolutely.
that's an Isaiah Pacheco run right there.
Without a doubt. Now, I will tell you, not a fan of his team in any way. And here we go, Solmer with the kickoff. Another great kick. He puts it way down in there, and it is fielded, and he will take it as a touchback.
Now, anytime in high school it goes into the end zone, it's a touchback. This is not college or NFL rules.
Interesting. I am confused. Why did he field that then? I felt like an unnecessary risk to try and take that in.
Doesn't really matter anyway. I mean, maybe save something for the refs. Maybe save them a little bit of energy. You never know.
Not a doubt, but it seems like pulling that in, it's risky. If you don't catch that cleanly and you muff it, that could be recovered. That could really just hurt you in many ways. And now lining up, Sample in the pocket.
Watching for the clap. There it is.
Takes a snap, hands it off, and oh, a phenomenal tackle there by number 58,
Will
Balicki
the
makes the
junior.
tackle. Great tackle.
Balicki, Granger have been playing phenomenal thus far in this game, Tommy.
Absolutely. Their defense especially has just been such a force on the outside. You know, the two outside linebackers there.
Gabriel back in the game now at defensive back. There's the clap.
And he takes a snap. He's dropping back. He's looking to throw. He's climbing the pocket, rolling out to his right. He fires, and that is intercepted! Gabriel, he's moving, he's still going. And he is taken down inside the 20. Phenomenal catch.
This defense is incredible.
The Redcoat defense is hungry. They want this game so bad. An incredible interception. He just cut right underneath the ball.
This is the Redcoat football we're used to watching.
Absolutely. They are hyped. They feel this game is in their control. They are ready to go. Now, the Redcoat offense. Out there, Puzio trotting out to his offense. Getting ready.
If this is a touchdown here, huge.
Complete control of the game if they score here. Offense fanning out. I see Gabriel on the right, Melville in the slot. DeJesus in the backfield takes a snap, hands it off to Jesus up the middle, driving forward. He's not done yet. Down inside the 10. A great run, close to a first down. Phenomenal job. Aiden DeJesus is torturing the Manchester defense up the middle tonight. They just cannot take him down. 2nd and 1 now against the Redcoats.
73 yards rushing for Aiden DeJesus. He's near that triple-digit mark. He's a powerful runner. He's affecting this game amazingly.
Absolutely. With just 1 yard to go, you got to imagine they're just going to hand it off. Exactly. They got a fullback, and they go, oh, and he is swallowed instantaneously behind the line of scrimmage. That did not go the way the Redcoats imagined it.
DeJesus got brought back for a loss, a big loss, actually. That'll bring him back 3 yards.
We are looking at 3rd and 4 now for the Redcoats. Got to imagine they'll try and air it out here. They've had some success in the air, not as much, but at this distance.
I mean, I feel like I don't really know which way this is going to go. I mean, powerful runners, obviously, you could probably switch it up, put Melville in the backfield, and it looks like this might be a pass here.
Seems like they're sticking with DeJesus in the backfield, though. He seems to be running better than Melville tonight.
Back to the right, yeah.
And roll play action. He's rolling out to the right. He hits Melville. And
I think he might be short.
Not enough for a first down. Melville had to do almost everything in his power to pull that in.
They are gonna.
The crowd wants them to go for it.
And they're gonna.
And it seems like the offense is staying out. Oh no, I see Puzio on the side. Oh, they're bringing him out.
For this.
They're going for it. The Redcoats looking for firm control. 4th and 1 now. Risky. This could be a momentum shifter. Notice you got Carmine Rio in isolation on that left side. Puzio takes the snap. Play action, rolling out to his right. He wants it himself. He goes forward. He gets the first down before he is shoved out of bounds.
Inside the 5, probably down at about the 4 or 3 yard line.
Great run by Cody. He decided he wanted it. He wanted to get that first down. He knew he could do it, and that is a Redcoat first down for you. 1st and goal now, inside the 10. Their running game has been phenomenal. You have to imagine they're just going to run
Melville
it again.
50 yards on the ground. Puzio 37 yards on the ground. And DeJesus with a game-high 70 yards on the ground.
Absolutely. Combined 187 on the ground tonight. And now they got Riccatelli in. Takes a high snap, takes it himself, runs up the middle.
Looking for a push.
And he is taken up pretty quickly. They pulled Puzio just for that quick play. And maybe a little shaken up after that last one, and it seems like they're going to send him right back out.
And they are going to send him right back out.
Maybe not. And yes,
he
they
is
are.
coming right back out. I think Riccatelli wanted to stay in there, Tommy. I mean, he
Absolutely.
looked a little bit upset coming off that sideline, but I feel like in this situation, you got to go with the best guy that's going to give you the best chance.
You think about it,
to score.
he started last year. He is the senior, but Puzio just is playing better right now. High snap over his head. Puzio picks it up, still looking to throw. Fires the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Redcoats! Oh my goodness. Gabriel pulls in the catch in the corner of the end zone. Phenomenal throw by Cody Puzio.
A 7-yard passing touchdown. That is Puzio's first on the day for a passing touchdown. He's got 2 total touchdowns thus far in this game.
On the run, he is able to get that ball into the hands of Rio, and he pulls in a phenomenal catch.
Ooh. What a game.
Solner lining up for a kick. Solner with a kick, and that is
right through the
uprights. A little bit of a knuckleball. Ooh, and we've got some flags flying. Maybe some choice words said from one of these two teams. This will probably just affect the kickoff if there's any penalty.
And this Red Sea is hyped.
They are roaring.
I mean, I would be roaring right now. You're up by, you know, a huge amount. You're up by 19 points.
Absolutely. With this lead, no reason for them not to be excited and feeling great about the game.
Man, amazing game thus far for the Redcoats. The defense especially has to get the credit. They have been the game changers in this game.
Absolutely. Coming in with a Redcoat replay with our analysis here by Cole.
So coming in for the Redcoat replay, coming right out of the huddle. DeJesus obviously in the backfield. Melville coming out on the wide receiver spot. And I mean, you can see here, watch this center right here. So we're going to watch the center right here, a high snap. Puzio has to try and jump up there and get it. He's flushed out to his right, lost into the back of the end zone, and a wide open Gabe Rio at the right corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
About as perfect as a throw as you can imagine there. He put it right where he needed it to, and it was perfect.
Looks like they're practicing snaps over here.
Absolutely. Trying to get those extra reps in.
Trying to get it right.
Ooh. Seems like a penalty assessed to kick off on the defense. Looks like we've got Hiram Sepulveda coming in.
Center.
So far this game, we have seen Jared Riley play center. I don't know if Sepulveda has been starting since, but
years prior.
Seems like
now
there's
you just boot this one out of the back of the end zone.
Alternating snaps, without a doubt. Put it out of the back of the end zone. Don't give a chance for them to return.
Your special teams is pressed up immediately.
Absolutely. Oh, and the ball falls. A little bit of wind there on the field, and they will have a redo on this kick.
I mean,
Solner looked ready to go.
I mean, I don't really see that normally in football, just falling right off the tee.
Absolutely. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if it falls down one more time, they will add a 12th man to the field, and they will have one person be a placeholder for the football so that he can get the kickoff.
Yeah. It's not really that cold or windy, and up here, Tommy, I mean, I don't know what they're feeling down there, but
a little bit of a wave from the Red Sea. It kicks it off.
That's going to fall right out of the back of the end zone. He did not return that.
No, about as picturesque of a kick as you want in this situation. Hard to catch, right in the right spot.
Emmanuel Sample coming back on the field. I think if you're a Manchester fan and if you're a part of the Manchester community, you want him to lock it. He needs to be a game changer for Manchester, but this defense has been phenomenal in this game.
Absolutely. At this point, Sample really needs to will his team back in the game. He has to make those right plays. He has to go through his options. He cannot falter in the face of pressure as he has this entire game.
Come on, defense!
Crowd rooting for this defense who's been playing phenomenal in this game. Sample hands it off. He's swallowed up immediately. Will Balicki again. What a game for Will Balicki.
Absolutely just hit sticks him. Knocks the wind out of him. You've got to imagine that's demoralizing for Manchester here.
Under 4 minutes to go, and Will Balicki has been, I think he's been the player of the game.
Absolutely. You know, he's all over the defense. He's making tackles. He's making plays. He's putting pressure on the QB. It's really been a spectacular defensive show.
Melville set momentum early, then it went to Balicki, then it went to DeJesus, back to Balicki. Sample, there's the clap, not the snap, and there is the snap. A handoff again, swallowed up again. I believe that was Sean Granger who was able to make that tackle, and they've been predicting the run all night.
Absolutely. Sean Granger and Will Balicki, phenomenal linebacking duo out there. They really play so well together. They know how they're going to play. They make the right moves.
Something that's interesting, Dasher, Torado, both Rios, Melville have not been tested in this game at all. The deep ball's been completely taken away. Sample takes a snap, dropping back, rolling out to his right, dancing around, buying time, flag thrown, he goes down. Numerous Redcoat defenders right on Sample.
Got to imagine
Lucas
the flag.
Revenoff was one, and I believe Sean Granger was the other.
Absolutely. Got to imagine the flag is holding on the offense. Now this is going to hurt even more for the Manchester fans. Likely just in a desperation
This has
move.
not been a good game for Manchester, and an amazing game for Berlin, responding unbelievably, especially from that disappointment of Dan Hand.
Absolutely.
Last time at Sage Park,
They have been
responded
on
beautifully.
such a hot streak since. It really is incredible.
This Redcoat team is hyped. The Red Sea is hyped. 4th down again. They've just been pushed way back.
And they just bring out the punt team. They know that is really their best option.
Can't even think twice about it. You punt from here unless you're playing Madden. You punt from there.
I would personally go for it, but you know, that's just me.
And here comes the punt, a high punt, low sinking, will be fielded by Carmine Realm. He'll just let this one roll at about the 47-yard line, and I mean, we are ready to see this Redcoat offense take back out on the field. Cody Puzio has been playing phenomenal. Melville been playing phenomenal. DeJesus been playing phenomenal. Gabriel been playing phenomenal. A ton of guys that are difference makers on this game.
Absolutely. Now, as the temperatures continue to drop, we are going to take a quick look at the weather. It is 49 degrees, 5-mile-an-hour winds cutting through you at 60% humidity. Got to imagine with this humidity, we're going to have rain in the next couple of days.
I guess 5 miles an hour is enough to knock that one down. So Melville back in the backfield with DeJesus right in front of Melville. Puzio takes a snap, hands it off. Melville cuts upfield, still going, and will be brought down at about the 40-yard line.
Seems to me without a doubt, DeJesus is who they bring in when they need that powerful run, while Melville is a little shiftier. They've been using DeJesus as almost as a fullback to create some extra blocking and create those holes for Melville to get through.
I feel like the two-back situation is one of the best things for this Redcoat team, playing absolutely amazing right now. I mean,
agree.
70 yards for DeJesus, 57, I believe.
Play that
Melville.
aggressive, brutal football.
Yeah.
Torado in motion.
Torado, the man in motion to the left, now wide up in the slot with Gabriel, Carmine Real on the left side. And Melville runs tripped up, and he might be just short of that first down.
And he is short of the first down.
It's going to be just short of the first down.
And here you go. Now they are bringing out Camden Lavoie, a sophomore who they had run a rep as fullback earlier to some success. He created a nice hole. They're bringing him out again. You got to imagine Melville is going to fly up the middle. Melville or DeJesus are just going to try and get that last half a yard up the middle.
I don't know who you give it to. You might give it to DeJesus. You could give it to Melville. Either way,
how'd you feel about a little?
Can't really go wrong.
How'd you feel about a little? I mean, we see it with the way they're lining up, but a little QB sneak might have been an interesting option there as well.
Little tush push. And a bad snap. Puzio had to one-hand grasp it, and he is still going.
Still alive.
Somehow got out of it. Puzio down the sideline. First down. What a run and no flags.
Not a flag on the play. Puzio
somehow
with
Cody
his leg.
Puzio. Now, looks like the Berlin Redcoats are looking for a flag. Under a minute to go here in the third. But
we've got some exciting words from Cody Puzio's father, who is sitting right in front of us. He is a little bit upset, and it seems like there was a flag on the Redcoats. Holding on the offense, and they will be coming back.
So that incredible run now pushes them back. I mean, but could we talk about that run?
The
resilience to stay up there, I don't know how he did it.
It looked like a dead play, and he was just able to evade defenders and get forward.
I personally thought he was sacked.
And now we've got a 3rd and long here, 3rd and 11.
Looking like empty backfield here. 5 receivers in the game. DeJesus lined up.
I imagine they're making it a challenge for the defense.
You see Melville and Gabriel on the right side near sideline.
Only rush 3, all 3 get through.
Fire to Melville, and Melville will be met immediately. So a gain of about 2 yards, but it's not going to be enough.
And that run by Puzio just eliminated, not ending up having much result on the game.
What a run that was, though.
It was, but now Manchester is taking that penalty. They made the tackle, and they are now seem to be taking possession of this ball. Oh, and that is the end of the third for us, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back in the 4th quarter with more Redcoat football for you. See you very soon. Charlie, are we good to come back? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. 4th quarter, moments away from starting.
15-second break, that's all we need.
Absolutely. Looks like Manchester is on the verge of trying to put together a little rally here. Now, some quick math from myself has told me that even if Manchester manages to score twice and with 2-point conversions, it is still a 3-possession game. Manchester feeling the kick, breaking tackles, getting upfield, will eventually be taken down by Lucas Revenoff within the 30-yard line.
I mean, this Redcoat defense, if they can come up big again, you can pretty much put this one away, and these Redcoat fans will go home happy with a win.
Absolutely. Manchester needs to score fast, and they need to score now. If they're able to get some quick momentum down the field, push the ball, they might have a chance to get themselves back in this game, but I really am not sure. Now, Sample in the pocket.
Clap, not the snap.
Takes a snap, hands it off. He's got blocks, he bounces out, and he is met from behind. Great, great tackle there. Number 58, Will Balicki again.
Player of the game, in my opinion.
Without a doubt. He is flying.
He has been the best player on that field.
He is making a bigger impact than anyone else on this field really is. He's really is just playing phenomenal.
He's playing phenomenal here. Sample. Going to be a clap and no snap. There you go.
Takes a snap, hands it off. pumps the throw, and he is still met by Redcoat defenders up there. And we'll now have a 3rd and short coming up. Likely a 3rd and 1. Oh, they call it. They give him the first down, and the chains are moving.
Moving the chains. It's a 2-possession game. Even if they score twice with 2-point conversions.
Absolutely.
2 to 3
Now,
possession game.
if you're the Redcoats here, you are okay with them scoring on this drive. You just need to contain the time. You need to force them to play slow football, and you need
Swallowed up 4 Redcoat
phenomenal
defenders were right in
defense.
there.
You need for them to play slow football, and you need to burn that clock down. And now, coming.
I mean, they need to score now if they
2nd and
want
12.
if they want a shot to win this game. If you face even a 4th and long, do you go for it because you are technically, statistically still are in this game?
Without a doubt, I would say you have to go for it. I mean, to be fair, a touchdown and a pick 6 would put them right back in this game, and that could happen. Takes a snap, dropping back, clean pocket. He lets one loose down the field, and it is intercepted! Gabriel, second interception of the game, comes down with a juggling catch, and the Redcoats have firm control of this game.
What a game so far from Gabriel!
Phenomenal on both ends of the
2
football.
interceptions, a touchdown. You can't ask for much more in
He
a
is
football player in a
Playing
game.
incredibly.
Like you said, the deep shot.
Absolutely. And honestly, I like the throw there. Gabriel just made a phenomenal defensive play, punching that ball into the air and allowing his physicality and allowing his agility for him to get that ball.
From Gabriel, bro. I mean, he's been playing unbelievable, bro, in my opinion. He's
Absolutely.
just on both ends of the football. You were talking about it earlier, Tommy. The deep shot is what you wanted to see.
Absolutely. Puzio takes a snap. Play action, pressure in his face, throws it out, and it is just short of Melville. Probably let that one out to the right just a little bit in the face of pressure, but now looking at a 2nd and 10 here. Again, if you're the Redcoats, bleed the clock. Play slow. Do not force anything that you don't have. Be smart, and you will win. Your BHS cheerleaders currently hyping up the Red Sea as they are stoked with the success of a game that we have had so far. And now Puzio in the pocket.
We saw.
Takes a snap, hands it off Melville up the middle, evading defenders, running men over for a Redcoat first down. 15-yard run there, and the chains are moving because of him. Great offensive run by Melville. I think this is the point in the game where Melville will really just start to run it up their gut. I think they're just going to play some great. But it looks like Melville is coming off the field for this play. Made a little
Melville with his
banged
74th
up.
yard rushing in this game with a huge gain, getting a push for a little bit extra.
Caden Torado in the backfield now. A little interesting choice.
They're gonna give
Takes
it
a
to him.
snap, hands it off to him, and he's fighting up the middle. Great
I think
run.
he might have
Nearly a first down, and the
Nearly.
chains are not moving. 2nd down. They did not have enough to get the first.
About a 9-yard gain.
And now 2nd and short. Now.
So you see Dasher motioning across the field. And now you see
Puzio out
Torado
there.
coming back in the backfield, maybe giving Melville a little bit of a break, catch him a breather.
Hands it off to Torado. Torado explodes to the left side. He's got wrapped up and is met by another defender.
He's got enough for the first down.
And that is
Just enough.
enough to move the chains for a Redcoat first down. They have been playing phenomenally so far this game. If you're a Redcoat, you have to be happy with the result.
I would
You've
definitely
played to
be
your
happy with the
strengths.
result.
You've exposed their weaknesses on both sides of the ball, and you're just playing phenomenal football.
Phenomenal game, yes, Tommy. I mean, I agree. Unbelievable game from both sides of the ball. Special teams is playing amazing too.
Absolutely. Many people think of football as an offensive and defensive game. I really see it as a triangle, almost the Dorito of football, if you will. And now Puzio in the pocket, Melville in the backfield, Torado on his making motion.
I mean, I mean, special teams could be a big effect to the game as much as
Takes
any.
a snap, hands it off. Melville bounces out to the left, cuts back up the middle, and he is met by several Manchester defenders. As the Redcoats are going to be looking at a second down here. Second and short again. And this is the point in the game where you, if they were having these runs earlier, I don't think Manchester ever would have scored a point.
I mean, they've been playing. I mean, I feel like the kick return by Melville just completely set the momentum for them.
Without a doubt, it just gave them just that burst of energy that they really needed. Puzio takes a snap, looking to pass, pressure in his face, fires it down the sideline over to Jesus' head. Didn't seem like he was ready for that ball, but I thought it was pretty well placed by Puzio.
Huge had he caught that. I mean, if he caught that, he's on the run, and he is gone.
Absolutely, that was very well placed. Just didn't seem like he was ready for it. I mean, he puts two hands up, it hits him right there, and he can fly. But got Puzio in the Puzio ready to take the snap. Melville in the backfield. Puzio lining up. Takes a snap, hands it off. Melville, who hesitates and has enough. It seems for another. Oh, you're not going to give it to him? They did not give him the first down.
I feel like you go for this, Tommy.
Fourth down. Do you go for it?
You do.
You could really
100%.
control the momentum.
4th and 1, you go for this.
I think you do. I agree. Run that thing up the middle.
Red Sea's hyped. Everybody in the stands right now is hyped. You have Jesus in the backfield. I feel like they give it to him.
Oh, and he was going for the false start.
And they wanted to draw him offsides there. Puzio was looking for an offsides.
Maybe that's all they were doing. Maybe they just were trying to draw the false start. Maybe they'll send out the kicking team now.
Timeout for the Redcoats.
It does seem far for a field goal. Solner's got a leg, but this would be a 48-yard field goal. Seems a bit far for a high school kicker, but
this is barely even college range. That's NFL range right there. I mean,
so we'll see what they decide to do, but can't imagine they would punt it in this scenario. I feel like they're either going to go for it or they're going to try and have Solner boot that.
So an update on Melville stats: 84 yards rushing. Cody Puzio has been playing great, 59 yards passing. Still, I mean, I believe he has 34 yards, somewhere around that range, maybe even 40 yards rushing. And DeJesus 70 yards rushing after, especially including.
Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 1. You got to imagine they're going to hand it off to DeJesus and let him punch it up the middle.
I think he 100% should.
They don't. Takes a snap, drops back, and Rio is there, makes the catch for a Redcoat first down. Great way to catch him off guard. Manchester brought in a huge defensive front to stop the run. They were expecting it. Puzio takes the snap, fires it quickly off to the side. And would not be surprised if before the coaches saw called the timeout, they saw that defensive front and decided to make that adjustment.
They're chewing up a lot of clock here. 6:20 left to go in this game.
Absolutely. Puzio in the backfield. DeJesus to his right, takes a snap, hands it off. Oh, he
fumbled the snap and
fumbled up the handoff.
Able to recover it, luckily.
I'm not sure who has it.
I believe
and
Puzio pounced on it.
Puzio comes down with it.
It's his second fumble of the game. Recovered it for the second time, but
seems
two
like
fumbles in this game.
A little miscommunication on that handoff.
If these two fumbles happened earlier, then you would never know. Maybe the momentum wouldn't have been set. But now you're facing about a 2nd and 14.
Without a doubt.
2nd and 15.
Puzio in the pocket, Melville in the backfield with him. We've got DeJesus as a fullback role here. 2nd and 12. Takes a snap, high snap, hands it off. Melville's got room. He's cutting to the left, and a flag on the field. Got to imagine that's a full hold on the Redcoats.
Thrown at about the 28-yard line, so we'll check the call. Not back in the backfield, so it could possibly be holding.
And there's a hold on the Redcoats. Disappointing in the moment. You're trying to keep pushing forward and keep running up that score. And it looks like we are going backwards, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Sea, seeing the imminent victory, have started to empty out. I'm sure they're going out to their various social functions of the night. Personally, Cole,
Yeah.
I'd like to go to Chili's, but
Chili's.
I don't know if my friends will go with me.
I don't know about Chili's, Tommy. I mean, I don't know about sit down, maybe a quick Chick-fil-A drive-through.
That could be nice.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll hit a quick Chick-fil-A drive-through afterwards. Maybe the lack of time commitment will entice my friends a bit more.
Maybe
Now
we'll-
Puzio in the backfield to Jesus to his left. Puzio getting ready to take the snap. Seems to be hesitating for a moment, maybe a bit of miscommunication. Takes a snap, hands it off to DeJesus, who is wrapped up pretty quickly. We're now looking at a 3rd and long here.
3rd and long, do you run and just chew off clock, or do you pass the ball? What do you do?
I got to imagine the way they've been playing, try and extend this, try and get in Solner's range. Got to imagine if you can get it to the 25, I would say you're in Solner's range.
I would say.
Got to imagine that has got to be their target line right now. They're not trying to get to that 1st down at the 19. I'm sure they just need those 13. They just want those 13 yards and let Solner's let Solner's leg kick. Now,
he's got a big leg, Solner does, and Puzio with Melville this time in the backfield. I think he'd pass it.
Absolutely. Puzio takes a snap high. They're going to let him run it up the middle. He's wrapped up quickly, but they chew off more of the clock. Under 4 minutes in the game
now. We
now.
said they were going to chew off clock. I mean, what do you do? Do you go for the field goal here? Do you even go for it? Do you punt the ball? What do you do?
Yeah, the fans out here hyped about the imminent Berlin victory.
Will Balicki's father is hyped, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I would be hyped if that was my son. He's playing amazing this game.
So far, both Will Balicki's father and Cody Puzio's father, who I would name two of the best Redcoats so far this game, have been so excited about the way that their sons have played today, and I think they deserve to. They've both been phenomenal.
And it looks like they're going to go for this on 4th down and long.
Wow, interesting. Wouldn't be surprised if they're going to just drain the clock. I mean, they can run it up the middle, burn more time. Maybe they're trying to get a little jump, see if they can get a little, see if they get a jump, might get into Solner's range. It'd be long.
And they're going to bring out the punt team.
And
That's a smart idea.
I think it's, yeah. They're taking the delay of game. They're in no man's land. They give their punter a little bit more room. Likely looking to stick this inside the 5. Got to imagine Manchester's going to warm up their buses now. Takes the snap, punts it right about where you want it. Oh, it seems like there was a couple flags down on the field.
He's running down the sideline, shoved out of bounds inside the 25, down near about the 30-yard line. And we'll check the call.
Absolutely. Maybe a false start on the receiving team. Now, seems like the Redcoats have the kicking team up, ready to go.
So here we
the
go
punt
for
team,
the Redhawks.
or the defense, excuse me.
I mean, I see freshman Nick Balicki and their Will Balicki's brother now getting reps. I mean, I would not be surprised if, you get the other guys trying to get some reps.
Absolutely.
Especially at
Puzio
this point.
has his helmet off. I've got to imagine you're either going to put Rick Catelli or a underclassman in to play QB for the rest of this game if you're the Redcoats. You take out your starters. You don't want to risk anyone's health, especially with this victory really putting them in a nice place for the playoffs. You do not want to risk anything here.
Manchester.
I don't think you want to risk anything, Tommy. Playoff implications, you're 100% winning this game, not even a shadow of a doubt anymore.
Bar a small miracle, you never know.
I mean,
anything can happen in football.
I mean, touchdown, onside kick, recover, touchdown again.
Say touchdown, pick 6, onside kick, recovery, Hail Mary would be their about their best formula.
That is near impossible, and you see we are going to be seeing a Jake Solner field goal.
Oh, they're going to let Solner go out there. Looks like he's going to be kicking.
There was a flag that put them
back.
They put
in
them
range.
back
It's going to
in
be
range.
41-yarder for a new season, and I'm guessing career high. Let's see, will Solner hit this through? Takes a snap, puts it down, kicks it up, and it is good. Solner puts this game beyond a shadow of a doubt.
It's not even close anymore.
Phenomenal kick right down the middle.
You can call this game off.
Without a doubt.
It's going to be a happy night in Berlin.
The Red Sea is turned into a red puddle. They are going off. But the crowd here, the home crowd, still loving the Berlin victory.
I'm just so flags down. I mean, that pushed them back into
Got to
field goal
imagine it
range,
was the
so
flags on the punt that really gave us the ball back and allowed us to take that kick. And now Solner out there. I've always thought in cold games like this, Solner's foot has got to be killing him, you know?
I mean,
right now my feet are pretty cold, and I've got to imagine stubbing my toe is the most painful thing on the planet to me right now.
he has played soccer for years prior to this. He's used to
good
kicking the
point.
ball in cold weather, obviously, and
Despite the fact that you kick with the side of your foot, not the toe, I've got to feel it's a pretty similarly awful feeling. So, Solner now jumping up and down to stay warm. Now,
so Solner ready to kick this one away. Nearing the 2-minute mark, 2:42 left in the game. Solner lines it up and boots this one away. And this
Another
one will
great
sail
kick.
out of the back of the end zone. What a kick from Solner. And Manchester not happy at all
no.
in this game.
Let's see. Will Sample come back out, or will they bring in someone else to give him the reps?
I feel like they're going to put Sample out there, in my opinion.
I don't think they will. I think they're going to try and
check the call.
he's
what
still
they make here.
a great quarterback. He's still close to the league lead in yards, I've got to imagine. And they do bring him out.
And they do bring Sample out. I think they believe that they still have a chance in this game.
I don't, but,
Beyond
reason.
recognition, this game, 29-7, nearing the 2-minute mark. They're going to need the miracle of all miracles to come
Without a
back.
doubt, you know, besides the birth of Jesus. But now,
You're right.
feels like maybe they're just stat padding. Maybe they're just looking to see if he can improve it all. Maybe he's needs the cold weather reps.
Sample
Hands
with
it off.
handoff,
The
running
outside.
right.
He tries to cut back. He's going to be met by a horde of what seems like half the Redcoats team. Not sure about you. I thought I might have seen a few flying off the sideline to get him. But
I think I saw a couple of, the freshmen just dive in there trying to get inside the pile, maybe even add a tackle onto their stat sheet.
without a doubt, at this point, especially if you're playing some younger players, which seems to be a healthy mix right now, they're trying to just prove themselves at this point. But however, I'm still seeing both Rios, Dasher, and Torado, and Melville out there at DB.
You do see Nick Balicki, the freshman, in at about linebacker. You see Cyrus Revenoff in the game also at
But I'm
linebacker.
seeing
but he's
neither
playing O-line.
Will Balicki nor Sean Granger, which makes you think they're doing a little bit of half and half. And
Sample
only rush 3,
fires
and it is
nearly
almost
intercepted by the freshman Nick Balicki.
Phenomenal read there by Balicki. Really
Nearly picked that one off, and that would have been a huge pick, especially for a freshman to get a pick on varsity.
I mean, at that point, you've got to imagine there's no one in between him and the end zone. He's taking that back. He would dot the I, cross the T's. It's the cherry on top of this incredible Redcoat victory.
Game. I mean, these football players, they're going to go home happy, maybe eat a good dinner, go to sleep, and wake up tomorrow knowing that they beat Manchester in a playoff implication game. Sample, clap, there's a snap. Sample dropping back, looking to throw, fires right side, and off the hands, incomplete. And, I mean, this has just been the story of the
Frustration from Sample there. I've got to imagine, if I'm one of these football players, I'm not going home and going to sleep. I'm going to hang out with friends, have a good time, celebrate my victory. But
I mean, you do have homecoming tomorrow also,
that
Tommy.
is true. Well, 4th down.
But down coming up, looking like they're going to keep Sample in there, who is their long snapper, and it looks like they
seems like
will
they're just gonna punt it away.
this ball away.
Feeling of hopelessness seems to have wrapped up the
Melville-
Manchester team.
Melville and Carmine Ria are back to return still.
I will plug currently the Athletic Booster Car Wash coming up very soon. Tomorrow at
Happening
BHS. Come
tomorrow
get your
at
car
BHS,
washed.
come get your car washed. I mean,
benefit our athletics programs.
got the soccer team,
The punt
golf
high
team,
into the
and
air.
this one will just bounce at about the 45, take a good roll to the 48-yard line.
48-yard line. Redcoats, less than 2 minutes left.
Well,
Ready.
What do you do
to
here? Do,
celebrate.
do you just score and rub it in, or do you just kneel
No,
out this clock?
no.
I
Honestly-
think personally you kneel it out.
Well, Manchester still has 3 timeouts left. You know, you don't know how their coach would be if he'll call those timeouts.
I wouldn't use them personally.
I agree. Well, I won't lie. The Manchester sidelines are looking a little thinner than they were earlier. Do you think they started loading the buses early?
I think so, yeah.
Puzio back out there.
I think they're just going to kneel it. Don't try to risk anything with Cody Puzio,
And
honestly.
Either kneel it or just get that first down. But no, it seems Puzio up there. This is going to be a kneel out. In the victory formation. The Redcoats ready to come home with a victory. They're excited. Great way to start homecoming weekend.
Yep.
You going to homecoming?
I'm going to homecoming time.
Exciting. I'm sure these players are excited for a great weekend ahead.
Now, homecoming, you got pictures before, then you got the dance at the high school or wherever it is, and then you got the after party, which I'm most excited for.
I agree with you. And now Puzio takes a snap, kneels it down.
And this
Think they
one
might have
will
to take
be
one more kneel. You're gonna have to kneel down one more time before the clock shows triple zeros, but Redcoats seemingly
takes a knee,
have
and this
advanced to a
game
4-2.
is over.
Phenomenal job.
The Redcoats
Redcoats go at a 4-2 record win, 29-7 against the 4-2
Redcoats
Manchester.
defeat the Red Hawks.
Manchester South. Good night, everybody.
Phenomenal evening of football here at
Phenomenal.
Sage Park.
What a game we
wonderful
have.
showing by your Redcoats in the victory as the
I
teams
think-
now shake hands.
Tommy, can I say something? This running game was amazing. 194 yards on the ground with Melville with 84, DeJesus 73, and Cody Puzio had 37 yards on the ground, putting them at a total of 194 yards rushing.
Great trio of runners. You've got to imagine the Redcoats are happy. They've won 3 in a row. Their run game's looking great. The pass game's developing even more. I've got to imagine they're excited going into next week. They're looking to do this. Stick around for a post-game interview coming up very soon.
Good win, Scott. Yeah, man.
Where's Adrian? Do you want him to open it up?
Yeah, if you guys could open it up when you guys put it in there, just like vent it out a little bit. That'd be great. Thank you. Hey, could you just grab the plastic wrap in that? It's in the back. Should be at least. I don't know. Good job, guys. Thank you.
Still could be better on that. Nick, you good, bud? Yeah. Good? Yeah, roll back. I got you.
We could win, so we were practicing hard every single day, in and out. So I got to thank the coaches scheme, got to thank the guys working hard.
Absolutely. Kyle, you guys have won 3 in a row. How are you guys going to keep pushing onward and upward and push into that state championship?
Just keep going. Right now our motto is want it more. We just got to want it more.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.